Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Article 13. Article 13. Okay, welcome back. We're doing our second Super Nintendo game today. Which it's a cult classic, this game. So get our utensils out. Okay. So the name of this game is, I'll write it in red. This game is the Firemen. The Firemen. Okay, so in the Firemen you play as firefighters. I'll draw. So you got like a firefighter man's hat. Give it a little. Guess he'll have like a little yellow badge. There we go. We'll put some ridging on his hat here. There we go. He's got a good hat. So you play as put the guy in the hat. He's got a nose. Play as John McClane here. Drawing him up right here. And he had a mustache. He had a John McClane mustache. Give him need some eyes. Yeah. Go like this. Here we go. So he's got some eyes. And he was the head firefighter. And so what he had to do is he had to go, there's these buildings, there's this building and it was on fire. Here we go, draw the building. So the building, it had caught fire because they had a chemical inside. It was the Christmas party. It was the Christmas party. So, you know, like when you get inside, it was like full of Christmas stuff. There we go. It had a nice Christmas theme going on. And so the building was on fire. A fire had happened. So let's go ahead and get that fire going. Here we go. Get this fire happening. There we go. And so, since you're a fireman, what you have is you had like this mechanical hose thing on your back. You had like a power pack, and it had like this big tank of water on it, like super duper hyper pressurized water, so you could shoot the water at the fire like this. Sploosh. Get some steam coming up here. Get it so you can see that there's some detail. So he shoots the water at the fire to put out the fire. And what you had to do is you had to go inside the building. You had to go inside the building and climb all these different floors. And you had to rescue people inside the building who were trapped in the fire. And sometimes they were like really well hidden and stuff. I don't have gray. I need some smoke, and my black broke. Okay, so and you got some special powers too. Like you don't just have that. You also have like if I draw it here, you had like you had a grenade. You could use the grenade. You could throw the grenades, and it would like have an explosion of water around it. So, and there are various bosses. And, get another piece of paper here. So the bosses were different kinds of fire. So we had a fire that was kind of like very narrow, like this. And it would like zoom back and forth a whole bunch. But we also had a fire that was like kind of low. Like a low fire. This guy, this one moved along the ground. Here we go. So you had to avoid that one because it was low, but you had to avoid this one because it was tall. There was also a robot. There was a robot, and he had sort of like parts coming off him like this. Kind of like that. And he came up here at the top, and he had sort of like a bulbous like sensor. And the robot turned evil because he caught on fire. So because he got caught on fire, it turned the robot evil. Let me continue detailing the robot. So when you fight the evil robot, it's got this sensor, and it looks around with the sensor, and when it sees you, it goes like, "Meow," and then it like rushes right to you to try and overwhelm you with just like its mass. And you got to shoot the robot. You got to kind of like, run around. So you're playing as John McClane, and you got to fold this a little bit, maybe. You gotta like run around the robot, and then when you get the chance, you gotta shoot him with the water. You got two ways you could shoot the water. You could shoot it in a long stream, like I've drawn here, but you could also shoot like, draw right here as well. You could also shoot like a shotgun burst. So that was like higher damaging water when you shoot it like in the burst. But it doesn't go very far. So you got a really smart risk-reward system of, do you fight the fire from far away, or do you rush it? Do you rush it and hit him with the shotgun water? Okay, so I think that there are like 6 bosses there, 6 different kinds of fire. This tall one was kind of like, you had to fight him, and it wasn't a normal fight. You had to fight him. Here we go. He was on. We almost got this. You had to fight this fire on a treadmill. So he was on a treadmill, but you were also on the treadmill. Let me draw you. Start with the little hat. And draw the little John McClane. Here we go. Go get his coat here. There we go. And got your hands there. And he's holding the fire hose. There we go. Gotta shoot the fire at, or shoot the water at the fire. He needs his mustache. There we go. So this is kind of like what the boss fights look like. I'll zoom it in a little bit there. Here we go. That's what like, I think that was the level 4 boss fight. You got to fight the fire on the treadmill. So it's a pretty cool game. It's like an 8-way shooter. So it's neat because it's a shooter, but you're shooting fire because the fire is evil and the fire is bad, and you got to take out the fire. But anyway, thank you. Bye.
Wow.